channel. I am hoping a third time is a charm because I've been trying to do your reading for a while now. So this is the third attempt, and I did even pull some of these cards here. I got like 15 minutes into the reading, so if it repeats itself in any way, I'll go ahead and mention that. So these are messages for Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius placements in your chart, or if you're cross watching for an Aquarius, please flip or switch the energy as is fluid. And thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, comments, shares. Genuine support is greatly appreciated. And like I said, I hope this works. Um, Again, this is for Aquarius, or if you're cross watching for an Aquarius, you have the first house. It's about your actions and your desires, who you are, Aquarius. If you're interested in checking out some previous readings, you'll find them mostly under the Live tab, and you could find something relevant there for you. Okay, this is serving, doing a little at a time. Both these energies came out earlier. All right, there's a progress that is happening a little at a time for you, Aquarius. When you do is when it's being done a little at a time. This focus with Capricorn, or this dedication to achieve. You've got results, and there's also rules to take a look at. Dedication to achieve, rules with Capricorn, and the first house. Desires, who you are, and all about taking action. Oh my, I think I'm going to sneeze now. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, or if you have Capricorn energy in your situation, about your desires, there was an obsession or a power struggle or control, a need to control a situation, or who you are. What is that? Okay, this Neptune energy came out earlier. This inspiration, controlling inspiration, who you are, the sacrifice. So there was it looks like a temporary sacrifice. Short term. Short term. Yeah, here we got short term sacrifice. I knew that. So there was some short term sacrifice. And focus. Okay, what's happening for Aquarius? Jupiter. This was the first card that came out in the reading I did a couple of minutes ago that didn't work out, and I had to stub it. Grow that expansion. So what you focus on is your positive focus is bringing about any rules that were imposed. It's growing and expanding from them. It's not to limit. It's like, question everything maybe here. Aquarius. Use your intuition when you do that. There's a past situation coming up with Cancer that came up in the cards as well earlier. The second house didn't, though. But use your intuition about these resources, these beliefs. There's a belief and a feeling. There's learning and teaching as well. Dedication to achieve this past. What is this? Past resources. The moon. There was an illusion about a past resources, and this value has changed because it was some kind of attitude and a focus on a rule. So it didn't. It remained fluid. Wasn't it? Yeah, it remained fluid. With Venus showing up, you have Jupiter and Venus. Cherishing, enjoyment, what you're attracting, the attraction. Jupiter. This is responsibility, success. You have some success about, and there's a responsibility that comes with it, because this is about power and status. So it's how one becomes about of that, who or what is around you becoming power and status. Short term. So some, again, with the short term, who or what is around you. Okay. Who or what is around you impose some kind of rules, because of their own power or status. Aquarius, who is that? Or what is that? The North Node. Well, there's a benefit. When you overcame something here with and enjoyed it, enjoyed success, my goodness, there will be benefit. North Node, the sixth house, done a little at a time. Again with Capricorn, or manifesting in the physical with that number 6. I said the third time could be a charm here. Yeah, inventing away a little at a time, being open about what you think you know about. You can question, stirring up a situation. Somebody stirring up a situation is a full-time job because there's a lot of dedication here, but there's a benefit. So where are you benefiting from your action, confrontations? Mars, that's Aries energy. I think that is the first house. Leo's here, taking action with or about Leo energy, doing what you want. There's a Leo that could be in a leadership position of in a confronting energy that you will overcome or have success from. The South Node, yeah. So in some kind of energy to reconsider what you think you know about. So now it's time to do what you want and take action. You benefit from taking actions from your own thoughts and desires more than you would benefit from taking that from another person's approach. Let's see. Sun, the leader card, benefit from being your own leader. Somebody could act like a leader. The benefit. Investment or gamble. A leader could have made an investment or a gamble with the 5th house. There will be demonstrating the power of love. So love wins here. Realizing this gamble somebody took. There was a success from it though. Libra, with Libra, relationships, romance, there's balance being restored in relationships too, and there's some very dramatic energy showing up, but it's all about this. There will be whatever's carrying, and then from the focus where you're going, from about where you're going. Somebody's interested in where you're going. Aquarius, Saturn, the caution. Whoever's cautioning where you're going, trying to control a situation, or it's about control or limits being imposed. Take a look at why limits were imposed, or what this maturity that can bring from questioning limits with Scorpio. There's a highest and lowest aspect. That's why, you can choose the highest positive aspect. You have a choice. Gemini, if whatever fluctuations are occurring, it's about controlling the situation. So when you communicate or you recognize the highest and lowest aspects of the communication or of the information, or putting the pieces together, or here you are discovering this caution or limit, or what that was. That fear? Leo? So there was a caution or a limit about this Leo energy. Again, with the confront, you could have confronted a Leo energy. There's caution regarding confronting a Leo energy as well. Forcing yourself to go beyond some kind of limit. Somebody also was impressing limits imposed. My goodness, limits imposed from impressiveness. Yes, talks about maturity and self-confidence. So when you take that role with the North Node, confront or not confront, it's like to be or not to be, to confront or not to confront. That's the question. We got Mars, 11th house here with the moon. There's a reaction and a future. Somebody was taking a chance on some kind of future, but the reaction and the feeling caused by it is a result from a history or an attitude about the past again, a Cancer coming up again. So this is a reaction, a reactionary thing. So confront those reactionary energies within yourself. Force yourself to confront within yourself what these reactionary things are. What else can we get from this for Aquarius? Scorpio again. Results from the power, impressing in power. And so that's not power. That's not true power. Okay, so we have secrets, cooperation, your partners, results from the power of partners. This was a partnership, or somebody expected or took a chance on expectation of a partnership, but this cooperation, somebody not, they're more willing to impress than they are to cooperate. Let's see. Results from the history again. Okay, so with Cancer, you have the intuition to protect. This is 7th house, Scorpio, secrets about cooperation. Okay, there's also, this fell out, 8th house, other people's resources, what you want, getting and using power. Result of power, something about power here, impressiveness, power, and caution's power. You have now the wisdom or insight to understand. There's a result here about this life or death issue, power and resources. Something about getting what you want, patiently, cooperation, secret patience and cooperation. Collaboration, cooperation, partnerships, other people. Trouble, oh my. Results from the understanding of some kind of trouble or anxiety that was created with the South Node. So it's like, here's the North Node and all this caution and getting and using power created some kind of trouble. It was not practical. Okay, let's keep going with some other oracle cards, and then I'll get into some tarot. And I hope this is still working. Increase support. So now you have your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the door to divine solutions and support. For Aquarius, what's happening? Own your divine power in reverse. So it's about replacing, it's about trusting, replacing. Okay. Trusting the signs and your inner guidance. Okay. Somebody thought your fulfillment was in a different direction. All right. This could have been about money or prosperity or support or lack of support had someone go in a different direction. Let's see. I'm feeling the lack of it. Clear quartz. Your entire rainbow spectrum is sending you. Okay. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you. I just say are sending you. I don't know. Important messages and guidance. So it is about the guidance. It is about who that impressed leader is and the guidance. So healthy communication is in reverse. So some kind of unhealthy communication stirred up emotions or those reactions that came out earlier. And then a whole lot of results could have, or was, that's what it was meant to do, have a result of an understanding. Forgiveness Forgiveness was required here with these emotions that were created with clear quartz, with topaz. So it's time to release repressed anger and it is blocking health and happiness. So forgiveness is this purpose, this purifying and detoxifying, be gentle. It's all, hang on. It's all behind prosperity. Okay, wherever you had these codependent, people-pleasing tendencies about prosperity is where things went left. Yeah, everything's in reverse, but spiritual protectors area. So something went left. All right, what's the message here for Aquarius? Now, spiritual protection comes in upright. I think I just mentioned it, but it was in reverse. So that's where things went left, and now things went right. You're being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Okay, when you forgive, you have increased support. Starlight. Balancing the masculine and feminine energies is in reverse. So that was attached to that healthy communication that was in reverse. That was about impressiveness. Spiritual or religious community coming out in reverse. Okay, so a whole community with that type of energy. Upright, it is joining with like-minded individuals for friendship and increased spiritual growth, and it is in reverse. No longer, this is just a group or spiritual or community that you're forgiving here that had a whole lot of reactions and emotions. Here we have Tiger's Eye, self-confidence through God confidence. Have self-confidence, trust yourself here. Could have been influence, life lesson. Okay, so it was a negative reoccurring pattern that was taking place here. And it's about praying to know the blessing and the lesson, praying to know the lesson and the blessing that they contain. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. So you believe that you're making good choices when you make choices to not participate as a community or group, or breaking free from something of the past. We have Moldavite, unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose, and it's okay to feel different because, of course, you are. Prosperity. So your unique qualities is bringing in a positive shift and divine support. So when you release this unhealthy community here, unique, which, my goodness, Malachite, Moldavite, when you release, own your divine power, doing what others expect here, and it's like now you can switch things up by going right. Divine life purpose in reverse. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Okay. That is part of that community in reverse. True self in reverse. Forgiving again. Go back to the forgiveness card. Forgive. Spiritual path coming out in reverse. Divine life purpose in reverse. Again, on top of forgiveness. Value your self-worth. So this was definitely a lesson or negative reoccurring pattern based upon self-worth. Emotions. We got increased support helping you with this. Answered prayer. Your answered prayer is increased support that values or knows the value of a precious gem. This path did not. All right, so your emotions are giving you guidance. This spiritual path in reverse is also not willing to make the necessary changes. And therefore, it's not wanting to change. Be gentle with yourself in reverse. Okay. Now, ametrine coming out upright with balance and balancing masculine and feminine energies, allowing your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you the confidence. Okay, so it was about self-confidence, breaking free and doing what your inner guidance, own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing tendencies with assertiveness and empowerment. When you have a balance, I see, control issues, worries. Let's see, Aquarius, what is creating this balance? Answered prayers, increased support. This wellness is in reverse. Something wasn't natural, so not seeing things as natural and authentic, or whatever wellness was affected, recovery is attached to. There's also an involvement of not making the necessary changes, which created an unwellness, but the answer, but it's like it's the way it's supposed to be. Remember, something was short term, negativity, multifaceted in reverse, and now it's natural. Something was recovered because there was an imbalance. Also, unwellness in some type of way was a result or a possible result of doing too much, owning the codependent people-pleasing tendency energy, negative reaction, doing things out of negative reactions, or reacting instead of responding. It's attached to also some kind of toxins, purifying, detoxify in reverse, and divine intervention in reverse. Unnecessary worries about what you can't control as well. I mean, yeah, here, control issues and let yourself sparkle and shine in reverse. It's also about attachments that bring down your frequency. Let's see if something wants to come out about that. Make time for self-care. Well, that brings up your frequency. So instead of worrying about what brings down the frequency, it's trying to take care of yourself as it is essential, and that will raise the frequency of the situation and help purify and detoxify if you didn't already do that. Okay, so heightened intuition. You're being asked to trust your inner knowingness here. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. And your self-care, inner guidance with your self-care. What works for one won't necessarily work for everybody. And that's the truth. So there's an epiphany or life-changing experience when you shift into self-care, clearing emotions with clear quartz. Let yourself feel and then clear. Lavas Lazuli and ready to love again. So this could be about loving yourself or loving again. It's time of big and blessed change for you as God is supporting you each step of the way. The universe has your back. Whatever you subscribe to, your intentions are clear, and that's why you have clarity. Lapis lazuli. Okay, what's under this? Stay strong. You're ready to love again. Okay, let's see what else we get here. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Release toxic relationships. Aquarius. Aquarius. Death is an illusion. So there's some kind of an illusion. Scorpio energy again. Death, rebirth. Ooh, choose love over fear is in reverse. So somebody chose something other than love for a minute. Let's see. Never judge another in reverse. Be yourself came out sideways. Feel joy. Somebody chose to understand instead of judge. When you understand or question, as I mentioned earlier, you you have a less want to judge. So, if that makes sense, be yourself. So being asked to be yourself in a situation, take responsibility for your choices here, because you with follow the golden rule in reverse. Okay, so this is about taking responsibility of it's because follow the golden rule is of course do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Like attracts like in reverse, but this is no longer attracting that. Universal law of attraction and follow the golden rule in reverse, no longer attracting this judgment or staying stuck because of it, because of some kind of lack of understanding. So then choose to understand. Abundance, inspiration, gratitude, death, gratitude, unkind. Hang on here. Follow the golden rule in reverse. A piece of my hair. Let me just smooth it. Follow the golden rule in reverse. Patience is a virtue. I just said unkind or now it's impatient. Somebody was impatient or impressed. So it definitely affected others if we follow the golden rules here. So pressure, judgment or pressure or not being patient was a lesson, an expectation. This is about giving without expectation or a lesson in giving and receiving and the golden rule. What is this impatient energy? What is this lesson about? Like what you were attracting. Now like attracts like comes up, right? What you chose to attract. Trust your intuition. Forgive yourself in reverse. You could have done that. Forgave something that was judgmental or impatient already. What's happening here with Aquarius? There's anything more to come out about this. Release toxic relationships. Again, so this was all what you attracted to, where you could learn to be yourself. So we're in there. Within. My goodness. Be yourself. Release toxic with everyone is value in reverse. Where you weren't valued, being asked to recognize that. That way, when you have a better understanding of where you didn't value yourself, be yourself value, then it doesn't mean that others didn't see your value. They probably did. Here, let's see what's here. Understand your body. Could have had some kind of toxic view about your body here. But time to focus on the positive. And everyone has value. There's like peace. But let's see. Take responsibility for your actions. I think I said that. Right? With following the golden rule, and patience is a virtue. So if you're pushed to rush something and you choose it, then okay. And you agreed to be a part of that. when you take responsibility for your actions and appreciate your talents, you're less likely to attract what's not for you. Forgive yourself again. Trust your intuition. There's an appreciation, and you have a talent, a responsibility about a talent coming in as well, or you're talented, and it is a responsibility, or the wisdom and the understanding that you're gaining is you're being asked to be responsible and appreciative about that. Aquarius, understand your body comes upright. Okay, you could be learning about mind, body, spirit, actions, taking accountability for how, could be, there's a mistake, a responsibility, an action or a mistake or an action. Somebody didn't consider somebody's feeling, or the impact that it would have on someone's feelings, and then the impact it could have from there. What's going on here for Aquarius? Worry is a wasted emotion. So some worry, hanging on to worry, thoughts of worry, that creates in an environment. So thoughts, you create your reality. This is recognizing thoughts create reality. Worry is a wasted emotion. Doesn't have a positive impact on doesn't have a positive impact on an outcome. Worrying about when you take accountability and responsibility actions, you no longer have to worry about it either. Now it's double your energy. You can forgive yourself in reverse again. You've done that. You worked on that. Ask for guidance in reverse. Maybe you didn't know how, or this was faulty guidance based upon judgment. So it wasn't forgiving. You're never alone. Don't relinquish your power. It's like, don't wait for somebody else to do it. You have the ability to do it. Aquarius, in love, calling in your soulmate. Let's see what's going on. Calling in your soulmate. You could have done that, or you are in the process of that, or you're upgrading, or you're seeing things, relationships more sacredly. Okay, separation in reverse. You're not separated from this energy, or you don't want to be. I don't know. I think I did. Religious factors. Okay, there could be Scorpio or religious community or group that came out earlier. It is about religious factors playing a role in the love life and spiritual path. And when these are factors, it's usually soulmate in reverse. Yeah, so it's usually something that is that's what you became to understand. What are all these influences? Oh, what your influences are, the factors and the influences. Deception in reverse. So learning much about these factors that were attached to some kind of deception. Influences, wedding in reverse. Staying married for religious factors, but not being happy. Forgiving and learning, or forgiving and learning exes, or what didn't work out, or this is a divorce. This situation involves marriage. It no longer involves marriage because of these factors. It required forgiving and learning. A family dynamic or a community. If it's not personal, it's also the highest and lowest aspect. closed-minded, and an X. Okay. All right. Toxic X energy attached to religious factors for some reason here. Impressingness. You have a different reason. I get that. Engagement in reverse, wedding in reverse. This wasn't supported. Or if this possibly is a situation that two people come together and it's not supported. Soulmate in reverse, reconciliation in reverse, true love in reverse. This is not the one. Honeymoon in reverse. Okay. What didn't work. Again, calling in your soulmate. Overcoming influences. Prayers and affirmations and visualizations override influences. This wasn't playful. This was an influence. This influence wasn't playful. Might not have even known them very well. Getting to know. Are you not interested? Praise. Healing family issues. I believe, and it's right here with religious factors and wedding in reverse. People staying together for reasons you may not understand. I don't know. Freeing yourself in reverse. People that can't break free because they can't heal an issue. There's a factor and an influence. So, why is it stuck? Children? Somebody could have thought something was worth waiting for, but affected by children, healing family issues, religious factors. What's happening? Aquarius. Safeness. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all because you are safe. You are safe to choose. Codependency in reverse. Yeah, there was something fear-based here. X. Closed-minded. Forgiving and learning. Finances and career. Wow, just very locked in. Just okay, it's safe for you to love. Worth waiting for. Calling in your soulmate, worth waiting for. Chemistry in reverse. No longer have chemistry with this family community in disarray. Oh, this is you. Put it where it goes. Or past things, past life, past energies to learn from. Deception in reverse. No longer accepting what you're not attracted to as well. Simply being more aware of that helps you make better choices for yourself. I'm going to move on to the tarot here. I really don't know how long this has been. I appreciate your likes. If you could, there for me. Tower, somebody could have had a tower. This came in to clear the way, or did clear the way, or helped clear the way. Excuse me. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So you've got this backing, or this was about generations or about generational ideas, beliefs, overcoming lack, or somebody didn't feel safe enough to, all that came up. Disappointment. Yeah. What is that? A Hierophant in reverse, a whole group or a community. Competition, lack, not seeing things the way they are. About those traditions. Let's see. Queen of Swords, you're kind of coming out sideways, but you're upright for the camera. So, wow, setting your boundaries. making decisions that are important. Ooh, about love, what you want or don't want. You already know what didn't value in you in the past. So unless the necessary changes took place, you're aware of that. Here, oh, with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you have your own manifestations and ideas and seed you planted with the Seven of Pentacles that you're protecting as well. It's important to you. So you're protecting what is important to you, nurturing what's important to you. Might have to be cold, your the way you speak. Empress in reverse, to or about or with, and Empress in reverse, distorted feminine energy. So somebody who's not going to get what they want, or they had an expectation. Three of Cups, upright. So a group, information. Aquarius, what's happening for Aquarius? Deception, 7-7. Wow. So you're just like, okay, like what's next? All right. This energy's looking back. This energy's looking this way. Queen of Cups is here. Water sign energy. This is also emotional compassion, but it could be about, oh, wow. Focused on a 10 of Cups. It's not theirs. Somebody focused on another 10 of Cups. Ooh, Justice. Libra could be involved. Another. But also, balance is being restored, and it's like somebody knows what they're doing, looking right back at Justice with the Seven of Swords, deception card, looking right at the Justice, or this balance being restored, or the scales. This sword is, this is in between two swords. Interesting. Letting go of the burden of the situation with the 10 of Wands. What's happening with this Justice for Aquarius? What is the balance that is being restored? Sun. Could be Leo. This is happiness, though. This is what you planted. And being happy about what you walked away from, too. 8 of Cups, walking away, knowing what to walk away from, and what to say, not to say. Hangman, no, what's this Hangman? Oh, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. An offer didn't come in. Wait a minute. King of Wands in reverse, waiting for something. Fire sign energy, waiting for a response. It's not happening. I don't see how walking away from these cups or Leo, unrestful, worried. And now we got strength on top of Justice, courage, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse. That's a faulty investment. This is the energy that didn't follow the golden rule in some type of way with their investment. Didn't feel grounded, feminine energy. And well, I don't want to say it could be masculine and feminine, or a feminine energy and in masculine energy. Having to make choices. The information was off. Aquarius, wow, what's going on? Star in reverse. The information was off. So the status changed, or the you walked away from what was uninspiring here. Wheel of Fortune, this was a fated event. Are you going with the flow, or the flow is taking place and going with you? Wow. After that Tower, Something came in so fast, it was short term. It couldn't stay, or it was supposed to be short term. And it got drug out or long. Somebody had a lack of understanding. So therefore it went on longer. Aquarius. This was an attachment due to thoughts, though. This is self-inflicted because you can break free at any time. These aren't tied into knots, I don't believe. This is something you can break free from with the right sword or the right question, should I say. Breaking free from any controlling challenges about that golden rule as well, about investments or gambles or how emotions are physical. How one thing affects another, Aquarius. How one thing affects another. No, in the world. Your choices matter. What you carry. So, here, oh wow. So this 7's looking this way when you got your sword up, and here you got freedom of choices. The world's in your hands. You're overlooking. Okay, I just want to point out here, the 7 of Swords way, looking that way, I see that as the burdens. Then you end up not being able to see where you're going, or somebody didn't, because of the choices. But you could be tied to someone else's choices. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. This is about a whole group or family. Burdens, choices, beliefs, and values. Again, competition, lack, a group. Okay, let's see. One more. And then there's a false narrative or something's way off with the Ace of Swords. I want to mention that this 7 and this 1 is 8. So, King of Cups, water sign energy. Ace of Cups in reverse, Chariot in reverse. So we went through a whole lot there. There's a whole narrative behind the King of Cups. Let's see what comes out in the other cards, what part of this narrative that comes out. Ace of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords. Okay, not a new beginning, or somebody didn't want someone to have a beginning. The Moon kept it to themselves. Worried about someone was going. Moon and the Sun have come out a lot in this reading. 3 of Wands, where somebody's going, but it didn't make it. The ship didn't come in, or the getting over the fact that the ships didn't work. It didn't work. Maybe the ships didn't work. The Devil in reverse. Something didn't come out the way as expected. The Hermit showing up. Be dealing with a Virgo, or this is about lighting your own path here. 6 of Cups. It was in reverse in the other deck, so now it's upright. Seeing things through a different lens. Yeah, 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, the 3 of Cups that was upright. Now seeing things through a different lens. When you take time to reflect as well with the Hermit. Could be specifically Virgo energy, or where you have Virgo in your chart, but it is completions. Wow, for the 7 of Swords. Again, deception, Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles was a, so we have 777, lots of sevens, but this is protecting, standing your ground. Six of Coins in reverse. It was an unfair or imbalanced situation. Somebody could be standing their ground with. Seven of Coins is now in reverse. Six of Coins in reverse. Ace of Cups is upright. This is love, expecting something out of love, with love, not defending. Let's see. Oh, okay. Seven. Seven. Well, the seven's here. The Ten of Swords is in reverse. Queen of Cups. Someone was hurtful, nudged you in a direction of emotional maturity, emotional understanding with the Queen of Cups. Understanding something within yourself, or why something didn't work out. Something might not have worked out for this Queen of Cups. Three of Wands is in reverse. That is somebody looking forward to their ships coming in. And Ten of Swords, it's like so much has been put out. What came back wasn't what one expected. The Moon, it wasn't what someone expected. Pisces energy. Seven of Cups in reverse. This is seen through the illusion. Queen of Wands in reverse. Confusions about emotions or why somebody did something. Queen of Wands is usually depicted as jealous or angry. Put a lot of work into some kind of jealous angriness with the Eight of Coins. Energy of confusion or illusion, or where this anger was about. Somebody's beginning choices, and it's about competition. The illusion with the Moon, breaking free from hurtful ideas and beliefs that are deceptive, whatever purpose, the world. Marriage in reverse, deceptions around relationships, partnerships, hurtful things. Hermit is usually depicted alone. Learning how to enjoy your own company here. Aquarius, wow, with the Nine of Cups, but not overindulging at the same time. Then you got the Queen of Coins, nurturing yourself, knowing you have the Eight of Cups, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, a wish fulfillment. There's a wish fulfillment, earth sign energy, love, Gemini energy. I can't hold the cards for some reason. Lovers, Gemini, earth sign, and a wish fulfillment. What are the messages? Here, Three of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Wands. So it's coming back. That's what I said. Three of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands is manifesting. Two of Swords. That left road and the right road, whether it's a road or not, I don't know. Ace of Swords in reverse, yeah. So when you have a faulty sword to begin with, so the Ace of Swords in reverse to me would be a faulty sword. When you have a faulty sword, then you go to the Two of Swords. When you're at the crossroads, there's first you're going to have to deal with what's coming back, and then and the Star. Wow. So now you're going to be seen as illuminating this choice someone made. Let's see. I wanted to jump out, Ace of Cups, but it didn't tell me where to go. Queen of Swords, there you are. So yeah, what you protected is you're okay. It's also you don't really see it all yet. Knight of Cups in reverse. Five of Swords, the Tower, Two of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. Okay, there's all sorts of happy, worry, moving, competing or winning at all cost, or conflict about this love or these offers, or who's offering what to who about these Three of Cups, or these Three of Cups are one involved with these Two of Cups. Well, outside energy involved in relationships. Devil in reverse. Wow, releasing yourself from this. Seeing what beliefs and ideas come from you, and what beliefs and ideas are coming as, yeah, Ten of Wands, as burdens. You don't necessarily want these 8 wands to turn into these 10 wands again. The sun in reverse. Okay, yeah, the moon and the sun again showing up. But it's in reverse. Okay, so Knight of Coins in reverse. Something was burdensome, slow, not unhappy, not moving, stagnant. This Leo, this 10 of Strength, this 10 of Coins, this dynamic, this burdensome, heavy weight. Okay, you carried a heavy weight of for some kind of energy for a minute. Two of Coins. Juggle the situation. Carried the weight. Justice. Libra. Again, with the balance being restored. King of Coins. Making good choices. Making choices, being aware of how they affect others. Queen of Cups coming out more in reverse. Okay, so it's also attached to the Devil in reverse. Okay, so we have Ten of Wands again, burdens of, this is emotional burdens as well, not just physical burdens. Even though it's like she carries these wands real nicely, but that doesn't mean, right? Just because you can carry something doesn't mean you have to. Sun in reverse, right? Just because you can doesn't mean you have to. I want one more here before we go into some advice. Take a leap of faith. We got the beginning card, or there was a beginning that came in. Five of Wands in reverse, no longer competing about a narrative. The Hierophant in reverse, a group, a non-conventional group attached to money. Nine of Coins, based upon codependent issues of traditions. So you can breaking free from those types of things at this time. And creating your own traditions, possibly, that make sense to you. Let's look at some advice. Number 12. Reduces to a number 3, and your true tribe can't show up until you do. There's a big old moon there. That's a full moon in this picture. And we just had an eclipse, so let me shuffle. I don't think I did that. Aquarius. We had what number was that? 21, 31. Increments of 10. Lots of new beginnings for you. Lots of endings and simultaneous beginnings. Everyone is on their own journey. That's a remembrance. Okay. Well, I paused, but it wasn't for dramatic effect. Let's see. Gratitude is the life force of peace. Okay. Shifting gratitude to gratitude. Shifts the energy. It's a number 5, so that shifts. Number 10 with 37. Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. I said you were carrying something that was heavier than expected. Number 2, you can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. Number 2, with relationships, to number 2, master number 2. 28, which is number 10 again. Don't run from the darkness, embrace the shadow side. Create understanding and awareness instead of fearing something and taking a look at it. Reverse engineer it, another number 10, 37, I think. Rise above it, it's not yours to carry. Oh, well, that's the same card. You are an empath. Oh, I didn't see that part before. Okay. Lot of a sparkler here, a big sparkle. Lots of sun in these cards right here. Lots of sun and what is spectrums? I don't know. What's the word? Trust your faith, dive into the unfolding journey, and you're reminded that everyone is on their own journey. And isn't it funny? I'm doing these backwards. That's interesting. I just noticed. Meditation. Number 9 with number 27, 37, 27. There's that 10 increment of 10 on 1 or 10. This is time span, of course, 10 years. Improvements require persistence, healing through or with or about meditation. Keeping an open mind about healing, and everyone is on their own journey is very highlighted here. Love and light. There's a belief about this is act with care. So this is overextending, or this is a belief about this overextending, this overextendingness with creations. So something wanting to create or birth here, potential growth, but act with care. There's a shift in your belief to rise above it. It's not yours to carry. Observe limitations, whatever's limiting potential growth. There's things that limit, try to limit, because if it's just the way the world laid out, I guess. Clear and activate, never die. Create sacred space with this belief system. It's something sacred to you instead of what is sacred to another might not be. It's like creating. Dark night of the soul, number 11. Life brings new meaning because you're coming out of the dark night of the soul by rising above it and not carrying the burdens of the world on your shoulders here. Lead the way. Light your own path. Overcoming and coming out. When you light your own path as well, it also is like you're also a candle. Oh, can that card come out? Astral travel, caution needed, act with care. Okay, so this could be some opposition that's being created or is here because you're creating sacred space. It's different levels, different devils with this creation. Okay, caution needed with these limitations. Okay, so whatever's taking a look at the cautions, travel, astral travel, dream state, grounding. Observe your limitations and what is dimming your shine, because this is grounding. When you ground, you are, you have a knowing of a belongingness. You know how to say this. Hummingbird energy could help you. Hope being restored, slowing it down, creating from a different space. Okay, so creating from a different kind of space. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you, and I will see you next time. I might come back on for another live reading. I don't even know how long this one was. Thanks.